As I travel in space and time, I want to stay, I want to go. You see my face, but it's not mine. But you can see, you'll never know. How can we meet if I'm not there? Our hearts may touch, our bodies close, but time divides what we might share and sends us all where no one goes. I'm just a traveler upon the sea of time, of life, a big wide wheel. Just a traveler in this mystery. For me, so that's real to me. We all begin this life alone. We live, we love all through the years. Yet deep inside we long for home, but it recedes, obscured by tears. I cry to time, it falls past me. The door of faith remains asleep, but in my soul this hope burns free. Oh, please let there be one finally. I'm just a traveler upon the sea of time, of life, a fate's wide wheel. Just a traveler in this mystery. For me, I am so that's real to me. For me, I am so that's real to me.
It's never going to get old.
No, Scott really brings it, doesn't he?
It's not going to get old. We're going to run that into the ground. I really do want to adopt that as our like official theme.
Oh, I'd love it if Scott did a live version for us. Oh my god!
If we ever get like enough clout to like headline a convention and we pay Scott to come out with us and be our hype man, dude, like a ska band. And he sings it for us. That'd be great. Like
oh
we have
my god, dude,
we have a
that'd
panel.
be amazing.
Set the scene. We have a panel. And
Yeah.
like everybody. We thought you're used to the normal intro, but we thought we have a special guest come out and help us out with that. And
I'm
the light goes out.
I'm just a traveler. Yeah, absolutely, dude.
And it's like, oh, he's in the back room of the hall, the door, and he comes in the spotlight and he's singing, walking through all the fat nerds.
And he's going like this, dude.
Yeah. And
Like he's in the chamber, dude. No, he's in the chamber. He's
yeah, that would be epic. No, I think we got to be in the chamber. I think that's how we make our appearance. All right, so this would be the most grandiose like con appearance ever, because you'd go into one of those normal like halls where they talk, right?
Yeah.
Just basic. They're really not equipped to do this kind of production, but we would make it happen. All the nerds are sitting down. Usually the doors are like open. No, the door's closed. Then the lights shut down. And they're like, what the fuck's going on here? Why is the light going off? And all of a sudden, it's like Bill and Ted shit. And then two lights show up in the front, and it's us, and we're like under these smoke machines, dude.
Oh god.
And then
that'd be awesome. The blue lights, dude.
We're in white leotards, dude. And then we have Scott coming out in the back. It's like you're distracted by us at front doing this. Like, what's going on here? The music is rolling. Like, holy shit, this is epic. This couldn't possibly get any better. But then Scott appears from the back of the room, and he starts walking through all the nerds, man.
Just to travel. Yeah, he comes out as King Thunder, dude. Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Tarot Torah reader? I don't know if you're a bot or what, but if you did subscribe, thank you. But we're not here to read tarot. We're here to talk about Scott Bakula. Apparently.
Tell us our tarot. Tell us about Scott. Tell us about us.
So I'm going to be a new father in a few months. Read my future. Am I going to be a good dad, or am I going to be a failure like my dad?
I don't think he'd be a failure, dude. That's tough.
I've kept myself up at night wondering, and it's so funny because like
How all you gotta do is be there. That's all it. I mean, you succeed if you're there.
that's asking a lot, man. Sometimes I just want to
How's
go.
that asking a lot, dude?
Sometimes I just want to go.
Where you gonna go?
Which is funny because like I never leave the house.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
as soon as my kid's here, I'm gonna like always want to go for a pack of smokes. No, I'm just kidding.
You'll come back though. You'll get your Newports. You'll come back.
Do that thing where you're like pretending like you're going on an adventure just to like give you that fix and be like, okay, now it's time to go home.
You can still do that. I mean, take a
I'm
day.
just kidding. I'm just kidding. It'll be fun. Anyway, so this is sort of our pre-hang. Tonight is our member commentary, which is about monthly, and we're doing Hellraiser Bloodline, which is part 4, but we're doing the work print, and the work print finally became publicly available with that most recent 4K set that Arrow put out. And I can never spit it out because there's the like Quartet of Torture, the Tetra of Torture. There's like a few box sets out. I can never remember what this one's called. What's it called?
It's the Quartet of Torment.
Okay, yeah. There's always like something.
Beautiful set, dude. This
is the first time they actually put they included the 4th movie. Usually these sets have come out on DVD, and Arrow put one out some years back.
Do you have this one or do you have the Chatterteeth?
I have both.
Okay.
Yeah, I actually have both. I ended up with both, and well, thank you, Tarot Torah Reader.
Yes,
I'm going to take that as I'm going to be a good pop.
Okay,
that's a good fortune. No, yeah, it's a beautiful set. I finally cracked it open last night, and I got to looking through the book and stuff. And I took the opportunity to prep for this and watch both the work print, and I watched the original theatrical release. And it was cool to watch both, man. And we're not going to talk about it too much because I want to save that obviously for the commentary. So once we're done here, we're going to move over to that chat, which is already up there. And if you want to join, hit the join button below, and then you can join us live for that. And you can join us live for everyone that we do, and also, of course, catch them afterwards in post. But I'm excited to talk about it, man. I'm a huge fan of the series, and without getting too into the weeds with it, I like the movie. I
was just going to tell you that I couldn't believe how much I enjoyed it.
I've always liked it. And
I went into it thinking like, okay, I like this movie, but then I rewatched it. I'm like, yes, this is I really liked it, man.
That's all I'm gonna say is I can't believe now in the work print they actually have the real director's name, but when it got put out, it's Alan Smithy. I could never really understand why somebody would disown this movie. Yeah, it's as far as horror sequels go, it's not that bad. It's like why would you disown it? It doesn't make any sense to me.
Especially for was this 90 or early 2000?
Oh, no. This is like, I think this was 97. If you want to Google it really quick, I can, I wish Mac, Google it really quick. I think it's 97. I might be a little off on that, but Mac was here earlier. Mac, you should come in the chat, man. You can always join us.
97. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, 97. Yeah. So, and it definitely is of the era, right? Yeah. But that's fine. That's to be expected. It's a product of its time. It was the last one to be theatrical. I don't think it was a huge hit or anything. That's why afterwards they all went straight to be. I don't know if it's so much that these films are absolute failures in the box office, or if it's just the numbers don't make sense. It's kind of like Leprechaun, where we kind of were talking about Leprechaun 1 and 2, and then 3 was the start of them going straight to video. And then we looked at the budget. We're thinking, okay, the second one must have bombed.
Yeah.
But then we looked at the budget and we looked at the return, and it didn't make sense because it actually went up from the first one a little bit, like their margins. But they must have done the math and be like, you know what? These are doing so much bank and straight to video. We're better off saving the theatrical run money and just pushing harder on you know what I mean? Like, and maybe that's what happened with Hellraiser. I don't know. But we'll talk about it in depth, but I have a lot to say about it.
I do too, man. It's really this is gonna be a good commentary. So if you're not subscribed, you gotta subscribe.
Cringe. But do you like my name on this, dude? I'm Toy Maker, you're Toy User, dude. You like the innuendo?
Yeah, I'm pretty much a toy user.
Oh,
Yeah.
you don't show our names on here.
No, I can. Well, I saw
Oh,
it before, but
oh, so I guess it doesn't matter. No, it's fine. You don't have to put it there.
yeah.
So nobody got the joke. I was hoping people would see it. But it's all right. Todd's a
Well, I
toy
got it when I first saw it. Yeah.
anyway. Yeah, so really stoked for that. I'm stoked to dive into the rest of that collection too. Well, why don't you pull that out again, and why don't you crack it open for people that don't have it? So we got it back when it was just a Euro release only, and then of course they ended up doing a US pressing release, sorry, and then
I think
you
it
know,
was what 6 months to a year later they did the US pressing, but yeah, this is the original UK pressing, and this thing's great, man. Of course you have the Digipack, which is the Digipack is awesome, dude. Look at this.
mm,
You got your slipcover with the. I mean, look at that artwork, man.
it was
The
like one
artwork
of
is
those
so
Russian
cool.
dolls. It was like one of those
Yeah,
Russian dolls where pieces kept coming out. Like, okay, there's another piece and another piece. I'm in hell, help me.
yeah,
My plan was, the reason why it took me so long to actually crack this open was I wanted to sit down and watch all of them in order.
yeah. I mean, you got to
And
sit down and appreciate it. Absolutely.
but the problem was I had fairly recently watched the first one and the third one, and I'm like, well, I have to start with the first one, and I just watched it, so I'm like, I have to give it some space.
Yeah.
And but whatever, I ruined that last night by watching the last one in this box set first, so I guess it doesn't matter anymore.
I know. I need to get through all of them now because I got my Hellraiser fix, and now I don't know, something about watching Hellraiser, one of them, and you want to go back and rewatch all of them. There's that. Then they also have the book. I mean, this hardbound book. I mean, this thing's. I mean, it's just a beautiful release. I mean, what can you say? I don't know. I think it's worth the money because this is the last time I'm ever going to purchase this movie. It's just fucking cool, man. So
yeah, I don't see how they're going to get better than this. I mean, this is the last of the
yeah,
Mohicans as far as physical media
this
goes.
hardbound book. I mean, this thing is. I mean, the color pages and everything about this. It actually makes you want to read it because it's actually. I mean, the quality of this book.
I wish it was coffee table size, because it's like you with the that Hitcher set, where we kind of talked about this, where I think it's really neat how they do it. It looks great on the shelf, but I never read those. It's not like I'm gonna crack that open. I mean, I might look through it once, but then
I do while I'm watching some of them if I've seen them a million times. Absolutely.
No, it's just like the one in the Hitcher and that book there. I'll never look at it again. So it kind of sucks. But if it was if they blew it up to coffee table size and I had it that wasn't part of, I might. Hey, what's up, Geezer Doctor Forever? I don't know if I always say her name wrong, man. But yeah, I guess they could have 8K, man. I don't know if
I'm not gonna go down that road.
Nah, it would be pointless. I mean, the 4K of this looked really, really good.
Yeah.
And Pinhead never looked better. The lighting looked great. It's got that 1997 stink on it, which is fine. It's totally a product of its time. It's got a lot of that 1997 CGI. Not a lot, but it's sprinkled in there, and you just have to give it a pass. It's like, you know what? It's just the time, because you could say the same thing about Event Horizon. You could, there's all kinds of movies that came out around the time, and it's just, it's no different than, stop motion was in the 80s. Actually, it's no different than the way Hellraiser, the original one, was a product of his time too.
Yeah, it's
like you remember the demon at the end that flies out of the, it looked fucking like a puppet, right?
It's like an Existenz. It's like a Cronenberg, late 90s type of movie. Yeah, no, I get it.
Let's see. Or would you buy a 4K 3D version? No, I'm not a fan of 3D. I'm not into it. I don't do 3D.
It's hard enough for me to buy 4Ks now because I mean, Blu-rays. It's hit or miss. Like some look better and some look the same to me. So, but my favorite films I will buy in 4K just because I'm a sucker. But the other ones, like normal films, like I really don't give a shit anymore.
Yeah, but sometimes that is the case though. What are some movies that you could point out that literally look no different on 4K and Blu-ray? Like they're just literally pulling a trick on you, pulling the wool over your eyes.
Oh God. I want to say I have a handful of like studio releases that don't look any different. Yeah, as for like boutique labels, like some of them may look a tad better, but if it's not like a horror genre, like I really don't care if it's like a comedy or something like that. I really don't care about the presentation as much. Like I want it to look good, but if it doesn't look 4K, who cares? Like,
Mhm.
but for like my favorite horror films, I want it to look pristine. I want it to look great. It's something that I'm gonna keep forever. I want it to look 4K. I want it to look great. If it comes out in 8K, who cares? I mean, my TV, if we get an 8K TV, who cares? Because nobody will be able to tell the difference anyway. So that's just me. The only reason I wanted 4K is because it looks crisper and the blacks are a lot deeper. So I'd be able to tell on the OLED.
Yeah, but
And
then
that's
but
it.
then that begs the question though, like, would a nice 2K scan on an OLED look just the same?
Possibly. I don't know if it look
Becau-
as good
But
though.
it's screen size, so we might need 8K if we have like 120-inch TVs, and even then we wouldn't need it,
Yeah,
But
but the Blu-ray actual discs don't hold enough as much data as the 4K discs. So
which is funny because they don't even use that data because they strip all the special features. Isn't that funny?
yeah, I mean they do, but I mean, um, I don't know. I don't. I couldn't imagine going anything past 4K because 4K it's for the common folk. It's not a big deal. It looks the same, but for nerds, it doesn't.
Dude, most regular people can watch a Pirate Bay or some like
Yeah,
whatever not even a torrent site, but those like what are those the actual websites where you can stream illegal movies and they're like shitty
yeah,
quality and stuff. They don't care, dude. They'll watch whatever. My wife will watch the grainiest shit on her phone. She doesn't care.
yeah,
And
yeah.
I can't watch stuff on my phone. Even I don't care if it's
I
you
can't
know,
watch a movie on my phone. No,
but you do. I thought you said you do. I thought you said you watch stuff on your phone all the time in bed.
iPad.
iPad.
I can watch like a just a YouTube video on my phone, that sort of thing. But like when it comes to a
I do that
film,
sometimes. I do
I
that
I
sometimes.
I watch an iPad like a 10-inch screen. But
I I had it in my head that you were laying in bed with your little phone like this. Whatever. I just don't know how you can do it.
very very rarely I watch movies on my phone. But yeah, I don't know.
So what's up, man? How was your week? Anything new? Did you
It
watch
was
anything
oh god.
besides this?
What did I watch? Man, I haven't really watched a whole hell of a lot. I mean, I've been
Still watching Love
jumping.
After Lockup?
Oh, Love After Lockup. I kind of jumped out of that because my wife wasn't really. I haven't really hung out with her for the past couple weeks, but
I was gonna
or
tell
week.
you, we kind of haven't really watched it because the wife's not really into it.
What?
She likes Love on the Spectrum better, and I don't like Love on the Spectrum.
Oh, Love
I
After Lockup is like
but
white trash.
well, the
Dude.
thing
It's
is they're the
great.
same show. They're just exploiting different types of people.
Yeah, yeah.
And I don't know why I don't jive with like the. It's not against them. It just feels
No, you just don't want to see that.
it feels
Yeah.
like exploitation. It
Yeah.
feels, when you're watching these two people that are highly on this, well, they're on different all over the spectrum, but you have these people that are very awkward and they're being put on a date and they're happy, good for them. But you're watching two people that both seem very uncomfortable, and it just makes you uncomfortable because it's like they don't seem
Yeah.
very comfortable. And I'm like, I don't know. It just feels
Well,
kind of.
it's like the mentally challenged and Jerry Springer. I'd rather watch Jerry Springer, dude. So I don't
Well,
know.
I'd rather watch Maury Fat Babies.
Yeah. Or Maury, I'm afraid of olives, Maury, that sort of thing.
No, I never got that. I never I liked Little Hoodlums, what was his name? T West, or what's that guy? Not T, what was that guy's name? The
Mr.
big
Cool Ice.
No, it was the dude. It was the big black guy. He always had the sleeveless sweaters and he was like a drill sergeant guy. And I don't know if his name was like it's not T Money because that's Battle Dome.
Yeah.
T West sounds like your name, and I'm like, maybe I'm confusing, maybe I'm mixing Battle Dome with you.
Yeah.
But I want to say his name was like T West or had some kind of abbreviation. But he was this big scary guy, and he'd come out there and do the scared straight thing, and he'd bring him to like a boot camp and he'd be cussing at him, yelling at him, making him do push-ups. That was always a lot of fun. But and then of course there was like Little Whores, which is, I do what I want. That that was always funny.
Yeah.
But I think the best, but it sucks because it was probably the most exploitation, because the thing is all these other people, they're old enough to where you could say they're probably just acting, and they're all they're old enough to consent to what they're doing, but the babies aren't.
No, I know.
And they'd be like,
Yeah.
meet Jerry. Jerry eats whatever he wants. And they have him like, they obviously got some B-roll footage of him in his like high chair. And they obviously gave him like ice cream sundaes, and they gave him bananas, can of baked beans, like dumped on his fucking thing. And they literally are getting him. Okay, now shove your face, Jerry.
Yeah.
Like, that's what the second unit director's doing. He's like, okay, we want to make you look like a fat piece of shit. So, and then we're gonna make the mom look like a terrible person because she lets you eat all this shit. Get the ho-ho.
This is Jim. He works with the devil, and he comes out in like goth clothes and stuff like that. And
that's funny though.
Well, I mean, that's still exploitation, dude.
Yeah, but
you're making fun of the fucking kid.
But they're consenting. But they're old enough to at least, dude. I'm talking about baby, and they go, everybody. All right, bring them out, Jerry. And they'll have like I don't
know if they can consent when they're under what.
Look, they'll have a set hand bring like fat Jerry out, and he's like a 4 foot tall baby.
Yeah,
and he's obese. And they make sure to put him in a diaper that's way too small for him, so he has all those rolls showing. And they have the audacity to make the camera guy make the camera shake like he's shaking the floor. And it's hilarious. But you feel bad for watching. My mom says sounds as bad as watching Honey Boo Boo.
Yeah, that shit's ridiculous. I never got into that.
Now I don't know any of these shows. I don't know what's the one that JoJo is. Honey Boo Boo like JoJo Siwa? What is JoJo Siwa?
Honey Boo Boo was the she was like the trailer park kid or whatever with the mom, the trailer park mom that dated the trailer park guy. And man, they're terrible. Denise, I would highly recommend watching Love After Lockup though, because that's just fucking hysterical. And these people thinking they found love or whatever with the inmates.
It's always dogs too. It's
yeah.
You think you found love and you don't think they want anything else? You think they like you for your looks?
I mean, there's a girl that meets up with supposedly tries to meet up with a guy at the bus station. When he's getting out of prison, and he never shows up, and she like freaks out.
Oh, the gang member?
Yeah.
The guy that was in there for 18 years. Yeah. And she's gonna bring him home to her 3 young kids. Yeah. Like, I that's the best, because I tell my wife, I'm like, what a horrible person. You want to hate her because she seems nice enough, but it's like, no, you're a terrible mother.
Oh yeah,
because the kids are clearly uncomfortable. Like, we don't want to meet him.
And she's Mormon. Either. She's Mormon too,
dude.
Right?
The kids are like, I don't want to meet him, and she's like, he's your new stepdad. I'm like, dude, I've never met this 18-year-old felon who was in gang. He's in prison for gang robbery and violence. Yeah. And you got a young 12-year-old daughter at home. You don't know what this guy's capable of.
I know.
He's been with all these animals in prison, dude. God knows what.
18 years.
Jeez, dude. Man. And like I said, he was in a gang. It's like it's not like he came from some sort of moral standard before he went to prison. I don't know, man. I don't know if you go to prison for 18 years and you become reformed. I would like to think it doesn't take that long to become reformed. I think if you're in prison for 18 years, you end up getting more corrupted, man. I don't know.
18 years is a long fucking time, dude.
18 years. 18 years. God, for 18. Is that Kanye song?
Yeah.
Hey, did you see that? Yeah. Did you see that Piers Morgan interview?
With Kanye?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see it. No.
So that's on
did it come out?
Yeah, it's on the news now.
Okay.
Because he's got a song called, we're not going to say it, right? It's the HeilHitler.
Oh, really?
He's doubling down. He's got a song where he's praying.
I did see him with the black hood.
Yeah,
that video or whatever. That's ridiculous. Dude.
So obviously he's way off the deep end now. Anyway, so he's been pretty much off the grid, and Piers Morgan, quote unquote, had an interview with him, and apparently, one of these guys that's in his entourage, they set it up through him. Like, he worked through this guy that's working with him on the record with the HH song on it. And Piers Morgan, they get it. They got him live on satellite, and they got him wherever he's holed up in Europe or some beach side. It's like somewhere nice, and they get him on there, and Kanye walks out of the interview in the first 30 seconds. And then Piers Morgan, of course, is trying to salvage what he can, and he's trying to be a tabloid guy. Like, you piece of shit. You promised me, and you do this, right? It's this
Piers
whole
Morgan's terrible too, dude.
yeah. Oh, he's a dirty piece of shit too. But it's funny how like you actually kind of side with Piers on this one because he's going at him about the anti-Semitism.
Yeah.
He's trying to get him to answer questions. And what is it like? They sit him down and he introduces Kanye and he says something like, I don't know, these numbers are gonna be way off. But he basically says, you got like, you got a new song and it's et cetera. And you got 62 million Twitter followers and you're putting this out. He's like, he got so offended. Like, what? Do your math here? How many you got professionals here? Do you math? He's like, what? And he was off by 1 million. Sorry, 61, 63. God dang. And then he made a huge deal. Like, I'm a gift and you shortchange it. You're shortchanging my dick. And he like walked off. Like, what the hell just happened?
I never know what Kanye is talking about 99% of the time.
Yeah, he's out of it, man.
Yeah.
And wait, my mom says he was living in Japan. Kanye was. I missed him. I was in Japan not that long ago.
No one surprised me.
Could have saw Ye, dude. Oh, that's the first thing is he called him Kanye West, and he got pissed because right out the gate he's like, "I've already been over this shit. I don't answer to my slave name. It's Ye." Oh, okay.
Yay. Wasn't he sucking off his cousin a few weeks ago too?
Yeah.
He was like proud of it, dude. It's like
I don't know, but
whatever.
he's absolutely insane, man.
Yeah.
Very entertaining though. But it's just watching
Yeah.
It's a guy spiraling and you just watch him in real time spiraling.
It's like Britney Spears, dude, watching her spiral, dude.
And him saying that stuff is obviously it's just dangerous because all it does is he's congregating all the people that are bigots onto his Twitter.
Yeah.
It's like the Varg, the Varg stuff with the Burzum, right? He was photographed wearing a Burzum t-shirt. If you guys aren't black metal nerds, Varg from Burzum, it's the whole black metal shit from the early 90s, the church burning, all that stuff. And this guy Varg from Burzum, he murdered the leader of the band Mayhem, Euronymous. Stabbed him like a bajillion times, blah blah blah, and he's like a Nazi, and he's all kinds of he's terrible. And he was wearing a Burzum shirt, Kanye, which is hilarious because nobody in the hip hop community knows anything about Burzum or who that is, or so it's funny how he was really speaking to the back of the room with that one, like guys like Pat and me, like what?
Yeah.
And I wouldn't even say mainstream metal guys know that. It's really really deep, and now I think Burzum, the guy Varg, is just a one-man guy. He sells official merch with like pictures of Kanye West wearing the Burzum shirt.
Oh my
and it's a Burzum t-shirt. It's like, God, like you're literally hanging. He's a legit Nazi. He's got a YouTube channel where he talks about it, the propaganda. He's like white brotherhood shit. Very, 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 very ugly individual. So, anyway, so yeah. Oh, I mentioned JoJo Siwa earlier. Not that we're trying to turn this into like, hey, what's new in reality TV? But did you see all that stuff with JoJo Siwa and Mickey Rourke, dude?
No.
Oh, because they're both on like Big Brother UK or something. And Mickey Rourke, talk about the biggest glow down in history, dude. Looks fucking terrible. And it was going viral like a week or two ago about him just not understanding her pronouns. And like him saying
what
like
are they?
Well, she's like a lesbian. She's like a they, them or something. She is. I don't know what it is. But anyway, and Mickey Rourke's like old. He's like, well, one weekend in the South with me, and I'm gonna change it back. And I'm like, God, it's like you're not even like 9.5 weeks, Mickey Rourke, or whatever movie that was. You're not even like young. You're old, fucking weird looking. Like God,
Mickey Rourke looks like a woman now.
He's repellent, dude.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know, but anyway. What else we got here? I don't know. I was gonna watch Trauma tonight. I know I was gonna do that last night, but tonight's my Friday. I'm gonna sit in my chair, eat some popcorn, and
how do you like the chair? Is it breaking in pretty nice or what?
I mean, it's not broken in yet.
It'll take a long time, but
most nights during the week I'm not. I'm hanging out in the room, and I don't want to turn into that guy that pretty much always spends time in my chair in a room. I can't do that.
Will.
That's a way to end a marriage.
You're gonna have a kid, absolutely. It's gonna.
But anyway, no. So and plus, I kind of like told myself during the week, like, you know what? It makes it special when I wait until Friday to go in there and lay down and watch a movie. You know, I could watch a movie in bed. That's fine. I could even watch like something in here and play some guitar. That's fine. But I want to try and make it my ritual. Like, okay, it's Friday, time to get a cool drink, get in the chair, turn down the lights, and watch a movie. And I don't have to worry about what time I got to wake up in the morning necessarily. I can just, enjoy myself. So, but anyway. All right. Well, I think we're gonna have to wrap it up here because we got to get this movie started.
Yeah.
So everybody, we have another chat going. We're gonna watch Hellraiser Bloodline, the work print, and it's members only. So go ahead and join now. We're gonna take like what, a fight? You want to take like a 5-minute or jump right in there? Okay, we're gonna see you guys there. We're gonna see you there in 5 minutes. For those of you on Twitch, I'm putting the YouTube link. If you don't already follow us on YouTube, follow us on YouTube. And that's where you're going to be able to find this content. But we will see you there in 5 minutes. Adios.